Around the world that autumn, a ludicrous rumour spread that Paul is dead, thanks to overzealous fans reading too much into lyrics and a mysterious licence plate, 281F, supposedly alluding to Paul's age if he was still alive, in the background of the Abbey Road cover photo. But in a sense, the rumour hinted at a larger metaphorical truth, as the Beatles and their fans around the world sensed that something important was ending. As always, Paul took a sad song and made it better. It would be hard to improve upon the end, the penultimate track on Abbey Road with its last couplet and its philosophy of uplift. The love you take is equal to the love you make. In the end, he accepted that guidance for himself as well. After a hard fall, he began to work on a new album, quite different from the Beatles, brimming with the love he'd found inside his new family and his amazement at life's regenerative quality. Everything that would come after, the story of Wings, would follow from this new beginning. Even as they neared their end, it was clear that the Beatles had achieved something timeless, far beyond the imagination of the teenagers who had started playing together under a strange name, riffing on Buddy Holly's crickets as the 60s were beginning. Paul McCartney.
Making music. The way that my generation, or my gang, did it was making it up ourselves. Hardly anyone I knew could read or write music. But we could do a day in the life.
John Lennon.
We were all on this ship in the 60s, our generation, a ship going to discover the new world, and the Beatles were in the crow's nest of that ship.
George Harrison.
We did pretty good considering we were just 4 Liverpool lads.
Ringo Starr.
We were honest with each other and we were honest about the music. The music was positive. It was positive in love. They did write, we all wrote about other things, but the basic Beatles message was love.
Queen Elizabeth II, speech on her 50th wedding anniversary, 1997.
What a remarkable 50 years they have been, for the world, for the Commonwealth, and for Britain. Think what we would have missed if we had never heard the Beatles.
Lemmy Kilmister, bassist, Motorhead.
I saw the Beatles play the Cavern in Liverpool when I was 16. They had attitude. On stage, they were like a 4-headed monster.
Allen Ginsberg in 1965.
Liverpool is at the present moment the centre of the consciousness of the human universe.
Michael McCartney.
It was a unique, never-to-be-repeated experience, because you've got to remember that we were just 2 little Liverpool lads in a 2-up, 2-down terraced house, going nowhere. Then Mum died, and Dad bought me a banjo and my brother a guitar, and then a set of drums fell off the back of a lorry, as we say in Liverpool. And music was introduced into the house. Whereas if Mum had been alive, we'd have had to get on with our studies and get to university and get a decent job. So there it is, just lads. Our kid, Paul, in one room, me in the other, learning photography. My brother in the other room learning music. That was a fascinating reality of a Scouse house, hearing songs being formed. It's wonderful how God works in mysterious ways.
Sean Ono Lennon.
It went beyond just 2 people who were best friends or had a nice friendship or something. It feels like, looking back, that their relationship was so vital that it didn't even matter if they did want to be friends. It seemed like they had to work together. There was some kind of force or magnetism. They needed each other, and it was inevitable. They couldn't avoid each other, even when they wanted to, during later periods in the Beatles. They complemented each other like a plus and minus on a magnet. There was an artistic, intellectual connection that transcended mere mortal friendships, or even brotherhood and family relationships. It was something beyond that.
Steve Jobs, founder of Apple Inc.
My model for business is the Beatles. They were 4 guys that kept each other's negative tendencies in check. They balanced each other, and the total was greater than the sum of the parts.
Michael McCartney.
We were simply going nowhere. We lived up north in a place called Liverpool. The country was divided by the class system, and the money and the power lived in London.